Day two, it is a little bit sunny this morning, puffy eyes, it's a little bit early, but we can do this, I'm with Doug Sparks from Gordon Smith Guitars, which is a name which goes back, how far does that go?
50 years, it's our 50th anniversary.
Oh, look,
this
there
year.
it is. It says 50 years. My eyes aren't working. Goodness me. I mean, it's a milestone, isn't it, in British?
Well, it's 50 years of continuous British guitar building. So every single year we've been making guitars here in the UK. And this year's been great because as well as it being our 50th anniversary, we've moved into a new factory, got new production lines up and running, and we're making more Gordon Smiths this year than in any other year of the company's history.
Well, you've just wiped all my questions.
Sorry.
But I mean, let's just look at these now. I'll get in the way of the camera. The double cut here, that's the classic, which goes way, way back, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is our GS1 heritage, which is really our nod back to the very beginning of Gordon Smith. Single piece mahogany body, single piece mahogany neck, and the standard Gordon Smith cord split humbucker in there. Punk rock and roll machine.
I think what we all liked, well, I did, and a lot of guitar players back then, sort of 70s guitars were full of push buttons and digging out swimming pools to put humbuckers in, single chord guitars, but we all liked the simplicity. Two controls, one pickup, and a small body guitar, which looks and sounds great.
Well, it was John Smith's idea at the beginning that it should just be a simple thing, nothing on there that doesn't need to be on there, simple, functional design, and I think he nailed it. And 50 years later, we're still making them.
Well, that's the sign, isn't it? But you haven't rest on your laurels. I'm thinking, say, 10, 15 years ago, people would say, green guitar, I'm not going to play a green guitar, but look at this, it's just shouting out. And there's a lot of green guitars at this show this year. Tell me about this one, again with one pickup.
Well, again, a slightly more modern take on the GS. Again, a single pickup guitar, but maybe a little bit more attractive to some of the younger players coming in, brighter colours, and as you say, green this year is the go-to colour. We're making lots of green guitars.
It's funny, I've talked to lots of youngsters, and I've said this several times, that they like the old classic guitars, you know, the T-shape, the S-shape, and all that. And they say, my dad's got one of those. I'm looking for something that might have a fish swimming around in it or something. They want something a little bit different. Yeah. And this is a take on that, but you've got a nice brass nut, bound neck.
Still a brass nut on every Gordon Smith. That's the one thing. So with a Gordon Smith, you can customize anything you want. You can change the woods, you can change the pickups, you can change the electronics, you can change pretty much anything in the design except the brass nut. The brass nut's the signature, and that's there on every Gordon Smith.
Lovely. And just here, double cut with humbuckers. Look at that. I mean, that's back to traditional modern shape. And look at that lovely cut in the headstock.
Yeah, nice recessed headstock. Again, a modern take on a fairly sort of classic theme, and then available from stock in a range of different colours displayed on the wall behind it. So it's about trying to keep hold of our tradition, keep true to our tradition, but also have more modern options as well, and make sure the brand's as relevant in 2024 as it was in 1974.
50 years. It's hard to think 1974 was 50 years ago.